morning. We're here with the City of Westminster Historic District Commission. And tonight's agenda is for Wednesday, May 6th. You can see it online, 6 o'clock, and we're at City Hall. And I'm going to call us to order, like I normally do, with our statement of authority. The Westminster Historic District Commission derives its authority from Chapter 164, Article 9A of the City Code, which is authorized by the Maryland Code Annotated Land Use Article Division 1, Single Jurisdiction Planning and Zoning, Title 8, Historic Preservation. The qualifications of the Westminster Historic District Commission are on file at the City Administration Building at 45 West Main Street. The file is open to the public, and I'm going to ask for a roll call beginning with my left.
Chris Amadori,
Kathy Beatty,
Chris McMaster's chair.
Grace Kelly Nolan.
And
Joe Atkins with the Department of Community Planning and Development.
and Melissa Thorne with the same department.
Right. Thank you very much. All right, so I can see top item is election of chair and vice chair. Do I hear a motion? Because I can't go on with the rest of the agenda. Maybe a new chair would love to. Do I hear a motion?
Can we
Chair.
move that to the last thing we do so we can discuss?
Sure,
Okay, good.
we can. All right. Let's go to the approval of the minutes. There are 4 summaries of the minutes. And I would suggest somebody might want to make a motion to approve them en bloc, which means just approve them all at the same time with the same motion.
I make a motion to approve the minutes on block.
Thank you, Chris. Do we have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we move to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the motion carries to approve all 4 minutes, and I'll sign them at the end. Old business. So we have a facade improvement grant update. And Ms. Melissa or Joe, would you like to speak to that?
So the update is we have one that's almost completed already, 49 West Main.
Close, 59.
59, I think. 59 West Main. They need to finish painting the back, but it's the one right next to Bond Street. And they painted it a light green color, but so they should be closing out here fairly soon. And then we will have the East Main Street one up for you tonight. And then also 2 Bond Street has been doing a lot of work and prep to get their building ready for paint.
Sounds good. So we would like to then move on to 61 East Main Street. Do we have anyone here from that department? We'll ask the city to tell us what they have and what they recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was part of the original approval, a recommendation for approval. It's 61 East Main Street. It's to replace the one awning over collision course. The estimated cost was $3,000. So the applicant would be eligible to receive $1,500 for the awning replacement. I did include the application for you with the 2 quotes, I believe. And the business owners here to represent themselves.
This is a facade grant?
This is a facade grant. Yeah, they couldn't make the first meeting when we had talked about all of the facade grants at one time.
So this is a completion, right? Or is this an award?
This is to start the project. This is the
Start the project.
Yes, ma'am.
So, did the city represent your project the way you intend?
Yeah,
Did they make mistakes?
Nope.
Great, then I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll move on and ask our commissioners if they have any questions about this awning replacement project.
You were supposed to submit renderings of what the new awning will look like, including the artwork.
Oh, I didn't have that in my notes. I'm so sorry.
Do you have any idea what it's going to look like? And
It would just be a black awning and then the green paint that is around it and needs to be refreshed would be painted black, just to be cohesive with the courtyard space that is also black.
okay, because I noticed that the bids did say camera ready art to be supplied by the applicant.
We aren't gonna add any extra artwork.
Okay, so black awnings, but what's the green?
They want to
Currently, it's green, like the metal that goes around the window is green. And the awning itself is green, but then our
Yeah, those
courtyard.
awnings are green.
Yeah, they are. And so the handrail is also green, but then the courtyard space has that wrought iron black fence that looks very nice. So we're just trying to make a more cohesive look for everything to be black.
So green, so black awning, and then you're gonna paint the trim around the
Trim would
window
be black. I have a picture literally of what it would look like, but it's like way back in the history. So let me see what I can pull up for you while we chat. Go back ahead.
Do we have any other questions, guys?
No, I was just wondering about the color.
The same material? Yes, same material, not changing. It's still metal, not switching that out. It's just to make it a more cohesive look.
February 10th was the due date. Maybe that's what it should remember. I have that set.
will it be that style of awning or will it be more traditional?
Same style.
Same style.
Same style, just changing the color.
Okay.
That's our plan.
There's just on the one piece on the left.
So you just keep.
Just over collision course.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the collision course
So the green.
is keeping the frame, and just replacing the fabric.
Yeah, okay. So that'll, okay.
Twenty 22, not even rendering it that time, but it was
So yeah, but I want to say.
out of the realm of possibility for us at that time.
Okay, never mind. This building, one person owns that whole building with the 3 awnings.
Correct, that's Steve Aquino, he is the owner of the Times building, we did speak with him, he's okay with us changing our side. The 2 awnings do not connect, and frankly, most people don't even realize it's the same building.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. It's okay, I'm looking, I have the photo.
With or without the photo?
The birds.
Look at this.
Yeah, I heard, and it'll.
What do you think of moving on without the photo?
I'm just saying, if you need to submit it, we need to revisit, I'm welcome to do so, 'cause I have it, just have to find it.
Send it to Melissa as follow.
Okay,
She'll send it to us, or Joe rather, send it to
Perfect.
us at some.
found it.
All you're doing, then we can see what that.
So,
Oh, yeah.
windows are, that's just representation of the glass, that's our logo, but this is what we intended for it to look like when we first opened.
So we'll have a logo or won't have a logo?
The logo is already there, like that's on the window that exists, the C's are already on the door, so it's just the black that would go around it currently, all that black is.
So you're gonna have a logo on the.
No,
awning.
the awning, no, this part is actually the top part of the window, the awning would go over this.
Okay.
So it's just not pictured there, but it's exactly the same as it is. We're just replacing the green fabric with black fabric, and then all of this that is black currently is currently green.
Okay.
So it's just making it more cohesive to match the courtyard.
Yeah.
And Melissa, I'm gonna send this over to you so
Yeah.
you can see it.
Thank you.
Yep, doing it right
Do I hear a motion? Sure. I would accept or reject
I'll make a motion to accept
this facade.
this facade front, yeah.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, is there any discussion? Or any further questions? Hearing none, then let's move on to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Nope, sounds like it made it through. Thank you. I think that picture made all the difference. So
Definitely.
I think I'm kidding you too. Alrighty. Joe, is there anything else under item A that we need to hit?
No, ma'am.
So we're ready to go on to new business.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so let's look at item B, 118 West Main Street. And we're reviewing elevations. Do we have anyone here from 118 West Main Street? Alright, we'll ask the staff to do the presentation and you'll tell us whether or not that sounds good. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. I sent out the elevations to y'all at the end of last month, so you could get a head start looking at them. I also printed them out in a large format for you with a copy of the photo of what is now Vincent's Seafood So this is going to planning commission for review, but as one of the stops along the way, they need to go through your commission to get recommendations and comments on the proposed elevations. And with that, we can ask questions or
Did they represent your project correctly?
yes.
Yes. Good. Well, just to start things off, I want to say, I think just about did some improvement. Don't tell anyone, especially on TV. I think it's an improvement. Personally, I haven't talked with any of the other commissioners, but I do like the fact that these surfaces, these profiles are kind of broken up. It's not blocky white or blocky cream. It's got something to it.
Which one of the 4 elevations corresponds to this elevation?
That's
I'd say it's quite.
Some of them line up with
It's north of the train station.
Front is this one,
That one, yeah.
that's a front, and this is back.
Back.
So you're moving the doors and the window.
And this one is right side, oh, I'm sorry, left side,
Okay.
of the page, if you,
That's scary. Yeah.
and this front is red brick and green awnings. And display windows, two on the, also, two also doors. So already on the left hand side, right? And at the back, just with a red framing like bricks, and inside the white decoration plaster.
Mhm.
It's become maybe matched with close to brick color.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And left side of this building, this door go to directly to kitchen
Mhm.
because for workers.
Okay.
This is front for customers and side for workers. And other door, this is just for like work door. It's just for emergency or for trash can or they come out outside of the building. Just
So,
and on the sides, same like on the back, it's a brick and plastic.
so I have
And
one,
become lighting. Under the awnings, become lighting. Above the window.
lighting will be under the eye.
Oh,
Yes, it's very important lighting because front and on the sides and the back become lighting.
Sure. Okay, well, one question I just have is looking at this, you have windows, door, windows, and here you have windows, door, windows, windows.
Oh, and I explained to you, that's why. With the old design, this is two windows on the sides,
Uh-huh.
it's one room.
Oh, it's a single room.
It's one room. You want to remove just two existing windows and make it one big.
One big picture window.
Yes, bigger. It's become just one room.
I
One
see.
big window for one room. Now it's two windows for room.
Got it.
And it will make it one big window. It will become nicer looking outside
That
and more
That's
light
not-
inside.
supporting column or anything you're worried about?
No, it's not color.
It's not a column.
It's not, it's just decoration color.
Decoration, okay.
Yes, it's not support.
Not support, okay. So will this door actually shift or will the door stay in the same location?
Yes, it's a door, no, you mean the existing door?
Yeah, is the
Existing door, we make it, we widen it.
you make it wider?
Yes, we have to widen it.
Yeah,
It will become around 60 inches, but now just to 26.
that's not big enough for
It's too
handicap.
small for customers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's why we widen it.
oh, so it'll double,
Yeah,
it'll double.
and on the sides, doors become 26.
Mhm.
It's usually, it's like by code,
Mhm.
26 inches good enough for workers
Mhm.
and for emergency door.
Got it. Got it, all right, so that makes more sense to me. Okay, so do we have any questions from our commissioners?
I have some observations, and I guess kind of questions, 'cause I'm trying to get my head around this. So first of all, I echo, the chair's, suggestion that we are so happy that somebody is gonna do something with that corner because it's a terrible corner. But so you know that, don't we have a historic Westminster sign coming in from that area there? Isn't it, or don't we have one on Pennsylvania Avenue?
No, it's further down where the historic district actually begins.
Okay,
It's on the edge of Pennsylvania Avenue and it should be on the edge of the college. And it should be a distance from this property.
okay. All right, so, I mean, I like the brick, and I'm trying to, I was hoping, just personally, that, that whoever took this would be, like, the building would be a little more sympathetic to the other brick buildings around there, and I like the fact that you have brick. I was just envisioning something a little more traditional, like a little more traditional awnings and maybe some gooseneck, and I think that, I mean, that's just a personal thing, but I think it would fit in better maybe in that area. Just little changes like that to the outside.
And because the stucco's really not
Yeah,
a traditional treatment of our walls.
Yeah.
I believe we have some stucco buildings. I know one right across the street from the from the Carroll County Historical Society of Carroll County does have stucco on that, but it's not really historic. And a little more brick would be even better.
yeah. Let's need to make it just make it a little more, make a few little traditional changes to the front, like the awning and maybe some lights or something like that.
Well, I'm assuming that these are replaced.
Right.
Yeah, but they're
like
very modern looking,
the
like.
modern looking, like,
Yeah.
so that's all I'm saying, but that's just my.
I'm just curious about any signage, because
Yeah.
you don't have a sign anywhere.
There's no problem, there's no problem, if it's a traditional size. You can do a little bit bigger, like
I think that's what we're
custom.
curious about, is
size.
what signage are you,
No sign up.
you're not gonna put your name on your,
That was.
No, sign become just maybe on the top or over the audience.
Or one of the
Because it
others.
has space. It's a good big space.
What is it going
Because
to be?
this is like flat roof, and on the front, have a wall around maybe 36 inches high.
So remember, no backlit,
Right.
don't want backlight.
Yeah, same like backside too.
If you have a sign, don't have lights on the back of it.
Yeah.
Backlit,
Can't have flash.
that doesn't go well with the historic district.
Extra one.
Yes, yes,
Like a wooden sign, maybe with lights on it.
Yeah, solid.
Like a solid sign.
yes.
And then, or on the awnings would be great. That'd be fine too.
Wait, this is a studio, yes, not any.
Yeah, no more of that.
None of electronic.
Yes, yes, no,
No,
just the regular,
And so,
regular sign,
It's a central,
without any light, no light.
central
No,
stage.
well, you can put lighting under the awnings for the face of the building.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's a safety thing and that'll draw some
Yeah,
attention.
no, lighting become just under the awning, just for, it's a decoration, and plus it's a help for people for
Yeah.
nighttime.
Sure.
It's become more light, but sign, no light.
And so then these fixtures here are pretty,
these are lights, I'm assuming?
what are these?
These are being,
No, these little,
The little black
ones,
things.
these black things
you
here,
mean,
these things. What
this
are
one,
these? Yeah, what are those?
Yeah, and these.
this small one, this one, you mean these green colors?
No,
This is
little-
light, it's lighting.
It's more lighting.
It's more lighting,
Oh, my
it's just
Lord.
decoration light, it just become very, very like LED lights. This is additional, you can remove it if you like.
Yeah, cause that's that's so modern.
Yeah, it's
It's very modern.
Too much, maybe.
Too much. That's the right way to put it, too much.
you just make this a little more traditional looking with the awnings and some different lights and maybe a little more brick.
Okay,
That would
That would
really
be great.
improve it.
Oh, there's no problem.
That would really improve it.
And what about landscaping? Like, is that part of the?
The landscaping will be discussed at the planning commission meeting,
The landscaping?
so.
And it'll have to be sympathetic with the parking requirements.
Yes.
Right, there will be parking requirements.
Right,
So
okay.
whatever landscaping happens has to happen around, the required landscape. So I'm so glad you would agree with that.
Yeah.
Get rid of these modern touches. You're in the historic district now. You're gonna be a part of that.
And when people come in, I mean, I used to live in Pennsylvania and I would come in this way all the time and I would see this from like 15 years ago. And I'm like, and that's the first thing that you see if you're coming from Pennsylvania that way, that. And so to have something, you know, when you're going, you're, you know, a stone's throw away from the historic district,
Yes.
you know, to have it blend and be sympathetic to the rest of the, and, you know.
So this is an iconic building, right?
Yes.
It's at the corner of Pennsylvania and Main, on the way to the college. It's iconic, right? All the beauty on that building. So we want it to look just like the rest of the historic building. You know, I think that you really could do it right. Make it look really good. So I look forward to seeing how you do.
What about black awnings? Yeah.
Black
awnings.
I all in. I would agree. Yeah.
I mean, sure that, you know, we've got all this black, I have this facility, the black throughout the district.
Oh, yeah, that's the.
Yeah, there's those, okay.
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Not only that, but once they added more brick, I'm sure that's what you're just gonna do. If you come along, that's your.
So, yeah, we'll
We
go.
need a little color.
So, yeah, no, you're right, you're right. And maybe, okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, right, that's gonna be expensive anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is easy, yes, this is.
Give it anything that looks modern, you know,
Yeah.
maybe, you know, your entry doors might have something more traditional looking rather than, you know, right now it's got that industrial modern look. You could soften it, make it look, even like brass doors or door handles or something that looks more traditional.
It's become more traditional, much better.
Yes, much better.
yes.
Would be better. Take some pictures downtown. And look at some of the buildings downtown.
And we can always tell you.
Or even
Right.
go to Google Earth and kind of look down Main Street.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Make it look like it's always been there that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll help forget we ever saw the old building. Make us think it's always been there like that.
Beautiful. Okay.
Like I said, Madam Chair, you will need to make a recommendation for the planning commission.
Yes,
So the things, I was just writing down as fast as I could. You talked about gooseneck lighting, maybe, more bricks. On the more traditional signage, the applicant said no lighting on the signage. And then landscaping for to soften the parking lot or be sympathetic to the parking lot.
and remove these modern lighting fixtures along the
Yeah.
profile of the building. And to look for some doors that have a little more traditional look. Maybe just the handles, you know, the finishes. Look at like old Lordens, just real close.
We'd be happy to send you photos, suggestions, you know, like ideas.
You know, brass handles, something really elegant. What's going in here? What is it gonna be a restaurant?
Cafe.
Yes.
Another restaurant?
Oh, good, like a cafe or a
Woke up and I.
Cafe restaurant.
Nice. Nice.
You have a chance to be very elegant.
You
know,
They.
I can count on one hand how many restaurants have cloth tabletops rather than paper. Yeah, that's no. You have. Hey, don't break that down. That's just right there from.
But you're just right down to the college, so you, I mean, if you do it right, you're gonna get a lot of visits. The college is right there, and there really isn't a place for that kind
College
of, that
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And parents, parents, football games and everything on all the activities, yeah, college, yeah.
Have we got enough feedback for you?
Yes, ma'am, and again, with a recommendation, I mean, I can go through the list, but I think it should be a motion and second.
Oh, and less stucco.
Yeah.
More brick, less stucco.
Yeah, stucco.
Less stucco, but you know, you can do.
No one will put it outside the toilet.
The historical. Well, it's some-
And you can use elevation of brick to give it some life too, or even brick banding. There are ways of making brick have some texture to it. You can even put, you know, the brick on a different angle to give it some texture.
Okay.
You know, it'll make it pop a little bit. Maybe not as good as stucco, but it'll make it pop.
Okay.
Stop.
Just from the sides or the front too?
Well, you know what we do. You know what my heart says?
Yeah.
All of it. Yes, all of it.
Okay.
That's our recommendation. I think if we put that in a motion. Do I have anyone?
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
And we're free.
Yeah.
Do you have we have a motion to include this list of recommendations?
Or consider, so I make a motion to include the list of recommendations for changes to the existing proposal. Yes.
Do I have a second?
I second.
So Joe, is that good enough? Do you like that?
I just need a vote, yes, ma'am.
All in favor of making this project fast? Thank you very much. It passes. All right, good luck with the planning commission.
Thank you.
I can't wait to be your first customer. Oh.
Remember, so we are here for any kind of questions or help.
Yeah, I have lots of ideas.
This is what she does.
Absolutely, tons of ideas. You may not want those ideas, but I got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, have we got that conquered, Joe?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now we go on. Alan, and you don't have to stay, you can. Our tax credit application for 2 Bond Street.
Yes, ma'am. So you saw this project before with the facade improvement grants. The applicant is also applying for the tax credit. So a lot of the information is the same. They're painting and they're doing the trim on the building. And so the price is, the estimated price is $29,500 for the painting and other improvements. There was no car report with this property, and you all know where the property is. So on page 2 of the staff report, it just goes through what properties are eligible, and it's within the historic district, therefore it makes it eligible. And also we list out what work is eligible, and painting is part of that as well. So you go to page 3, they had 2 estimates. One was for $29,500, the other was $23,900. And so when we get to the actual motion, we picked the larger number just in case that, you know, they can go with the smaller number, but we don't want to bring them back in case, you know, they go from the smaller number to the larger number. So I believe there's 2 motions, one to approve it and then one to approve the estimated cost of $2,955 for the actual tax credit. And the applicant is here representing themselves.
All right, great.
Lovely to see.
So lovely to see you. I'm sorry you now have this distinction of being the second best improvement project. You got it. It's for a while there. It was first for a while, but as of tonight, I'm excited to see that. That's really, I am too. So did the city represent your project adequately?
Absolutely.
Great. So to start off tonight's discussion, I'm gonna ask for a motion to say that this project's got, is eligible.
I have some questions. Is there a render?
We gotta make a motion first, so we can
Before we-
do questions, yes. You do something with what Joe's first motion was to
Okay.
find it eligible,
Yes, ma'am.
and then we move for the money.
I move that this project is eligible for site improvement funds.
This is not facade improvement.
Tax credit.
I'm sorry.
Tax credit. Is that good enough for you?
Yes, ma'am.
We have a second.
A second.
Great. All right, so what questions do you have, Chris?
Is there,
Okay. So this is just painting, so there would be no.
Last month, this
that's all this is painting, okay,
Yes.
so I don't remember seeing like.
Last
renders.
month, this came in for the
Facade.
facade improvements, and that was where all
Yeah.
the renderings and stuff
Okay.
were.
I'm sorry, you
Is it not packaged?
sent out a picture of the property, my bad. But
Yeah, and that's state money, and this is a city tax credit, they're different money they need, different motions and different applications. And we advise them to take tonight's application for city assistance as well as our facade improvement grant, which is actually state money.
Right, we should take both.
Oh, yeah. Okay, any questions? Hearing none, are we ready to vote? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Well then, the consensus, you passed, thank you very much. Yeah. Go off and do wonderful things.
Oh, we're trying.
Wanna get mine.
It's been fun already.
Now, was that so horrible? I told you it was just unpaid.
That one wasn't bad. I know I had talked to Melissa about sitting down with you at some point. That was the other two, state, federal, something, but
Can we do it next week?
whenever. Yeah, she said. Yeah, if you guys have a date, you could link up right
Do you have
now.
a calendar?
And then you can tell me when I'll make it happen.
Oh my goodness.
Very flexible.
Oh my goodness. Where do you wanna make it happen?
Ooh.
Do you have a lot of paperwork and stuff or?
I haven't, I looked online at it and I was like, oh boy, I need to message Melissa right now.
Okay. What I'm gonna suggest you do is you do the best you can, cause you know your address.
Yeah.
Like fill up as much as you can.
No problem.
And then next week, my life is really very simple on Monday. It's simple on Tuesday. It is not simple on Wednesday. It's not simple on Thursday, but Friday on the 15th, it's simple.
I mean, Tuesday, I can make Tuesday happen. And that way, if for some reason we need to circle back, I got Friday.
So being retired, I don't make appointments before 10:30.
That you're speaking my language. I'm allowed to finish my coffee, I can brush my hair, I can leave.
All right, let's meet at 10:30. So we can use the city's meeting room.
We'll
Are we
find
allowed
a
to
space.
use that?
We'll find a space.
10:30?
Perfect. Is that like where we usually meet,
Yes.
where I get scolded for saying?
Yeah, that's it. 45 less.
You got it, you got it.
Because they have a big table.
Exactly, I get to sit there and.
And this is business at the city.
Absolutely, 10:30 Tuesday, you got it. Reading it, give me 1 second.
Damn. I haven't filled one of these out in a while. But bring your laptop, you got it, and let's take a look at it, we'll swack at it.
No problem.
You will find it's really similar. It's not that much harder.
It
It just looks hard because they
Exactly,
use a certain jargon,
yeah,
but once you.
I was like, I just wanna
do the-
make sure I do this right the first.
No hope of that, but you know, put that aside, you don't actually construct anything right the first time. There's always gonna be step back and fix.
100%.
This is the same thing with government. But let's put it this way, I have a secret decoder ring. I'll bring it along and I'll explain to you any of the jargon and we'll get this whacked out.
You got it, 10:30 on Tuesday.
It's a ding. And then you'll learn to really like those state people, because they are the gatekeepers to the federal money.
Yes.
And I'll be very honest with you, we're getting close to the end of their fiscal year,
Yep,
and they may have run out for this year, but
When is their fiscal year?
It ends June 30th.
June 30, okay.
So it's the July 1.
Runs July 1 to June
Yeah.
30.
Whereas the feds run October 1.
Yeah.
Just to make life.
Exactly, everybody's
Gotta be
as
miserable
difficult, but
as possible. But we'll work on that. We'll work on that. Okay, great. Perfect. So have we got all the business done tonight on item C, tax credit application to Bond Street? Have
Yes,
we
ma'am.
completed our work tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make things beautiful.
he's trying for you.
Thank you.
We had a long couple weeks over there, so it's definitely
Fixing all the stuff, oh,
a lot more than we thought. Every time we got into it, the stuff there, you could see repairs that someone made previously, and it wasn't part of the original estimates. And I said, I can't leave it, so we just took anything that was repaired and caulked and just redid huge sections. Just
I
horrible.
think you said end of next week. It's
Hopefully
going,
end of next week, and
we're
then
gonna
we
start the
went,
painting.
we removed all the Comcast wiring that you could see and wrapped everything under the deck, so 90% of the wiring.
I saw somebody doing that.
we're trying.
It was probably me,
Yes.
It's like, oh Lord.
trying to do everything you can before the paint, so it holds up better.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you guys,
Thank
you
you
keep
so much.
slugging it out.
We're trying for you, we're gonna make you proud.
We're back here going, we're your cheerleaders.
Oh,
Thank
exactly,
you so much.
no more Ocean City.
And come to us if we can help.
Absolutely.
But we'll be
Tuesday,
mentioned.
10:30, sounds like a plan.
Thank you so much.
You take care.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you, guys, we'll see you.
Good day.
All right, next thing is Historic District Commission implementation. Do we skip the 250th?
No, that's on the back.
That's on that, okay, good. All right, so the implementation plan, would you like to make report or would you like me to?
Oh, good. I'd love for you to make an initial report and I'm sure it'll be fun.
So, we did have a public meeting. I want to thank Grace for showing up for that public meeting. And I felt it was fairly well attended. I don't go to public meetings all the time, so I don't really have much to compare it with. But I will say that, there were a lot of people engaged. There were a couple people who, didn't even really realize they were living in a historic district. And then, of course, the first thing to their mind is, now what? You know,
You're gonna tell me what I can and can't do.
yeah, exactly. And, you know, I have to be a little careful because I can't say, do whatever you want, because we do have a permitting process. We have a code enforcement. There are things that you have to do just by virtue of living in the city. You know, you can't just demo things that you want to do. So I had to be super careful about not saying whatever. And then I also, you know, want to be truthful that for the most part, we're here to be helpful. And that, you know, our job is to help people preserve their historic fabric, and we're assuming that's what they want to do. They may not know which is historic and which isn't, but we're here to facilitate that. But ultimately, it is their property. And so unless they're accepting a city benefit, like a tax credit or facade grant, we're not going to be coming into their homes telling them what faucet to put on.
Yeah.
Or which doorknob they can have. That's not going to be us. Now, there may be someplace else that, like, you know, the county may tell you what kind of faucets you can have, you know, slow flow or whatever. That's not us. And we're not a beautification group. You know, as much as we like things to look beautiful, unfortunately, the mayor did not assign us to care for beauty. We care for historics. And history isn't always pretty, by the way. So that's what I tried to convey. We had Jessica French, our grant manager from the state, come. She talked a lot about National Register properties and what is a National Register property. We had Dr. Becker, mayor, speak on behalf of the city and what our goals are. I did a little bit of talking, probably more than I needed to. It was great. And then Elizabeth Comer was there to talk about her company and what services they're going to do to look inside our existing National Register district and look to fill in some of the context and the history that doesn't exist in that early National Register form. And then also to solicit from people any information they have that can help our job. So, since that meeting, which is available, it was taped, right?
Yeah.
So it's available where, Melissa?
Yep, it's on our website. I'll just say it. It's the westminstermd.gov/NR update, stands for National Register update. And there is a embedded video on that page.
So it's worth a watch. I learned some stuff then. That was good. Then as a follow-up, Elizabeth has been looking for emails from people who either responded to the letter or responded to that meeting that evening. I have been looking for constituents to speak with about some of those topics, and I'll talk to you, Melissa, a little bit later. But has she gotten forwarded emails?
I forwarded her an email today, and we are expecting a few more to come in. I did get correspondence back from Ms. Comer, and she was hoping that all of this information could kind of be in by June 1st. And I feel like that is a very quick turnaround. So I wanted to see if we could get a little leeway on that, and extended it just a tad, to try and do our best, like you said, and really push out to the community, because this is a great opportunity for us to collect.
So I think there's a little bit of a burden for some of us as commissioners as well. You know, anybody who lives in Irishtown who wants to talk about the history of Irishtown, what Irish girl should be involved with that?
Me, but there's no Irish people living there. I can get lots of different stories though.
Well, start talking to your neighbors and get them to send it in.
I'd probably send it in. There's a lot of really good stories about, we have a lot of very old houses on my street, which is very interesting stories. And a lot of people that live there have lived there a long time, or their relatives have lived there. So there's a lot of history that I could actually get from them.
All right, so your job is start scraping it up.
But it won't be Irish history.
Okay, whatever kind of history you got.
Irish American.
Irish American, whatever you got, okay. Same thing for you guys. I know Kathy, you know the city as well as anybody. And if you can think of things you can help us with, please do submit it. And Chris, you've been pounding up and down Main Street. Maybe some business things you have a specific interest in? I don't know. But you're right. All right. Anything else on the implementation plan, Melissa, that I missed?
Yeah, that's it. That's great. A great recap.
Good. All right, so we're going now to item 7, Flower and Jazz Festival. That's coming up just this weekend. We usually man a table, and somehow this year it got away from us. The question is, do we have enough of us who would like to man a table?
Not available, I'll be away. I can do 10 to noon.
You do the afternoon shift?
I can do whatever.
You'll do the afternoon shift?
You'll do noon to 2?
I'll try.
See if I can do it. You want me to be there? I'll be there from noon to 2 and we'll just chat up the whole time. Okay, good. Well, it actually ends at 4, but usually people pack in and are gone by 3.
Yeah.
Because the flowers are gone by 11.
That's too bad. I did print out the contract that the City Rec and Parks Department has with each vendor, and we were assigned to table, what is it? 197? Don't hold me to that.
Are we next to the city?
It's the same place as last year.
Oh, okay.
Right in front of the library.
Right in front of right in front of the library, really where the library access drive-in is. Yeah. There is a setup time. So setup should be before 9:30, if that's a possibility. We've actually can meet after the meeting and just kind of debrief on what we brought tonight.
Oh, I saw that stuff.
It's ready to go.
Oh, I can put it in my car then.
We tried to make it so easy, much easier than the large toter living had to deal with that. It's still around, but we wouldn't dream of bringing it into your lives again.
So you're gonna have
It's very
to
heavy.
recover because it's rain and 65 degrees ago.
Mhm.
Yes.
There-
have a cover,
yes,
here's a cover.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be 2 chairs, a table, and a tent already set up.
And
Poor
what's
Abby
happening?
never gets sprayed.
That's worth its weight in gold.
Yes, the tent is.
The tent and the table already set up.
Mhm.
But the table supply, so the tablecloth you could lay out.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
So you've got set up, I'll do pickup, the end of the day.
Perfect.
All right, we're covered. We're covered. Okay, next. Nation's 250th. Oh, we have this lovely little house. And it smacks of city. Looks beautiful. So what I see on this is the featured American 250 Legacy Initiatives, Historic District Update, which we're working on now with a grant, the Colonial Era Building Commemoration Program, which we have a list. The colonial buildings, Melissa.
I wanted to take tonight, to just make sure that that's the final listing. That was the one, that Kathy, you had sent out, you recirculated back in December. I've completed a draft letter for the neighbors, and we've already reviewed the plaque itself, in this body, but I think we just need to verify that this is the final list. And then I think the tactic should be, possibly printing out the letter and walking it to the front door. And we can mail them as well, but it kind of the double approach, I think. As it comes down to, there's only about, I want to say 18 or 19 addresses.
Yeah, there's a couple that, because I know we said 1814, so like the Philip Jones house is just slightly past that, as is the Bank of Westminster, so I wasn't sure how strictly we were adhering to that 1814 cutoff. The other one that I'm conflicted about is the Hawk Barn, because the building itself is within the range, but not on that site, so.
Yeah, that conflicts me.
Yeah, I put it in because of the date of the building, but the fact that it's nowhere near where it was at the time.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that.
So I wouldn't have a problem.
Maybe you could just identify it with a sign somehow, not just say this building was not built here, but it's this all. I mean, like identify it somehow, but it doesn't have to be part of this.
Yeah, maybe
I don't-
it's some other.
Or let the farm museum
Yeah,
worry about marking, I mean,
yeah, that's.
to be honest, you have to pay admission to the farm museum and go in and see it, so it's
Yeah.
not like you're just taking a walking tour of Main Street and are going to encounter it. So I would think
They should do it.
they should do it if they want to, and I'm sure they have signage on it, it's been a while since I've been out in the barn.
Yeah, I think we should not provide a plaque to that barn, because it has been moved. But everything else, I think, the other 16, 17 properties, I think, should get a plaque. All right,
Yeah,
do we need a motion?
Joe? I don't think so.
Okay. All right, good. So let's keep moving through this lovely initiative page. I wish I could put it in a frame somehow. All right, so I see the historic entrance signs. I know there are 2 of them that are up already, and they are on the edges of our historic district. One on the east side of town, and I heard tell there's one on the west side of town. I just haven't.
Have to go.
So 2 are up, right? And
Yes.
4 are expected over time.
Overtime, yes.
And the historic street signs will be up, or some of them will be up for the 250th, or.
We're moving on
Yes,
to this.
We are so very close. We're working with our streets department. I have taken my own fine tooth comb and planned out the exact name. I'm learning so much about the names of these things. We've looked at all of the street signs we've walked. And I think it's really, I wanted the streets and roads department to take a second look before we purchase it. So this is really phase 1 Main Street. And then, just as a reminder, they will be turning into the brown background with white letters. MUTCD standard signs is the state acronym for the ones that are on the arm. So those ones will look very similar to what you see now, just with brown.
Okay.
But the ones that are down a bit, those will have that pretty,
Sculpted look.
yes,
Nice, yes.
I can't wait.
I know.
I can't wait. Do you think they'll be there for the July 4th?
I'm not sure that I can comment on that, but it'll be this year.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then we have the buildings decoration contest, which Grace worked on with Melissa. We got the official rules and then we have the entrance. And how, have we got this out yet to the public or are we waiting?
We have 2 people signed up already.
Woo!
It is exciting. So it was kind of a soft launch and it needs to be blasted in our newsletter, which will go out, and any other ways we can kind of think of. But this notice
doors?
we could, yeah. It was brought to, first brought to the attention of the public at the Mayor's Community Forum to talk about the historic district update. The one thing, just wanted to remind you to put on your calendars for the judging the week of June 14th. However you'd like to do that, if it's city staff will be providing you with the registered list. And we'll also be coordinating, we did want to actually make it a prize. So the grand prize winners will receive $50. The runners up will receive $150. And we thought it would be fun to put together a basket for the 2, so the residential and then the business grand prize winner.
So is this the week before June 14th or the week after June 14th?
We don't have a award date set, but judging is to be done Flag Day week.
So the only thing I'll say is I see as a possible issue is that is for early voting week and I am a voting judge.
Okay.
But I think I signed up for the 19th and 20th or the 20th and 21st. I'll have to look for sure. And I think that if we do it earlier in the week, I'm just fine.
I think we should probably think to how we want to coordinate the award anyways. Is that something we want to hand in to them, or is that something maybe we invite them to a mayor and council meeting?
That'd be really
That's what
good.
we should do, because then you have the kind of in it. Bunch of people.
You have a bit of time to
Yeah,
go around.
Yeah. So when would the next city council meeting be?
Well, let's
After
see,
the 14th.
it might be a little tricky in July. I'm not sure if that's a typical
Let's see.
meeting date move because the holiday's on the Saturday, but we'll get that information together.
July,
July
like 6th.
Could be.
It's
But it's
first
the
is
second.
starting.
It's the 2nd and the 4th.
so is this just Main Street or is it so I know.
We went citywide, great.
Yes. Yeah.
Dorothy, shove it in.
Yes, it is.
But citywide, everybody gets a
Awesome.
shot. You don't have to be in the historic district.
Cool, okay.
I love that. That is so great.
Stick them up on the lampposts.
Well, so could you please send me these 2 things electronically? Because I'll put it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Westminster Online Facebook.
Oh, yes.
You know, I'm a digital girl.
Has it gone to the Carol 250?
We'll do that.
I like the picture on.
Put it up on the Carol 250 website, yep, it needs to.
Melissa, you're on that committee, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I like the picture on the back too, thank you.
And thanks to Kathy for captioning it. Okay. Yeah.
So that's building decoration. That sounds so much fun. I can't wait. Then lastly, we're talking about August having the Liberty tree planted at City Hall. We'll do a little dedication then. True?
Last thing is, I think take the lead from you all on how you want that event to be completely rolled out. You can pick a date. We can just double check it for you. And curate the attendee list and it's really the sky's the limit for you.
So after having recently arranged for the Patriots Day plaque, I have to say it was sort of a mimic of the Belle Grove event. And it's nice. You ask a few people to speak and, you know, you tell them all 3 to 5 minutes because there's no chairs. everybody's standing. And, you know, you don't need a lot of marching bands or, you know, gun salutes, all that stuff can go, but we can make a little program. Do you think we'll have some sort of label for the tree itself?
Yes, everything's been designed
Mm-hmm.
and I have a great quote for it. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. The tree looks wonderful.
Good.
If you've seen, everybody go look at it tonight before you leave. It really is, the leaves are huge. It actually stands about 5 feet tall right now.
So let's pick a date in August. And again, let's ask the mayor to do some speechifying. And we'll wanna make sure that the mayor is around. Like, let's pick a date or two with her. And
When does the tree commission meet, or do they not meet regularly?
The tree commission is the fun time.
Yeah, it's gone.
No, they're not, oh,
It's gone.
sure about that?
I'm pretty
They're
sure.
still doing the forestry workshop. Okay, if they're meeting at all, they're not meeting regularly, I think it's on an as needed basis. But they should be invited.
Yeah,
Start thinking,
whoever used to be on the tree commission,
Yeah.
sure. Everybody's invited, make this a big deal. I had a really good template for a press release, and you notice we did get two folks, Fox 45 and WBFF coming out. So I could ask that person if they would help us do that, if you would want that, or do you have a channel for press releases already?
I would use yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see, let me ask Mr. Matthews if he'll help us out for this one event.
Okay.
Right, so in August, what should we aim for? I mean, I thought a Sunday afternoon worked so that everybody could come. How do you all feel about a Sunday afternoon? What would your preference be? You're the working girl. You're a working
Depends
girl.
what's, I mean, August actually right now is just too far. I mean, pick something and I'll say.
Let's aim for August 9th. Put it on your calendars and then let's see if.
Can we do the week after that? Selfishly,
Then that would be August 16th.
it's okay. That seems like a much cleaner date. An
And
even number.
And we'll say 2 p.m., which gives everybody a chance to go to church, have lunch, and then go look at a tree.
2 o'clock.
And Melissa, can I, or Joe, whoever, can you guys work it through Doug and Erica to see if our mayor would like to come and join us?
Sure.
2 p.m. on August 16th.
And we're sure we can have the sign by then?
That'll be in the check with the mayor and everything. The confirmation. Yeah.
And how I did it before is I did it like a save the date kind of an announcement. And I sent it out to most of the Western world. So it is the basis then of the press release, making life nice and easy. But we always want to try and get that out 2 months in advance. August. So we'll have to put it out in mid-June. Do you think we'll have all the pieces together enough to announce mid-June?
I'm going to be positive and say yes.
Good.
And I'm hoping to rely on you all for your expertise on those finer things like the save the date announcement and the speeches.
That's easy.
We can add our help however we can.
Right. You know, it's hard to not do this stuff right, by the way, hard. Because, you know, it turns out you still see the same faces and you still have a good time. So, alrighty. So,
I think there's one agenda item.
now let me, we got an agenda. I just love the 250th part of it so much. It's my favorite part of the night. Is there anything else anyone wants to say about 250th that hasn't been covered? Well, have we got anything yet to do on the 250th? that we haven't covered tonight?
I did have on my notes. Just wanna share one other thing, that the bunting and the banners for 6 of our municipal buildings are completely in. So we just have to coordinate, and I'm hoping we can get them up before Memorial Day.
Yes.
But that has not been confirmed, but at least by Flag Day.
You know, today I noticed going down Main Street, there's a lot of people out there painting and popping and chipping and whatever.
Cleaning up,
Cleaning up.
just gotta do those flower beds. You're not thinking they all.
All right, so let's,
The only thing that looks like you skipped was the Conservation Month social media.
Oh, and that's the social media? Absolutely, and the proclamation, I was gonna run and put the instructions back, but since I'm here, I'll just sit in front of y'all. It's time.
yes.
Thank you for providing that, so there's an opportunity, now, May, what are we at? Very beginning, almost middle of May, to blast out social media about May's Preservation Month. The mayor is ready with the proclamation for the meeting on Monday, so you all are invited to attend.
And I'm thinking of
Available?
dressing up. I don't have Patrick Henry this year.
So you're gonna look like Paul Revere or?
Oh, no, dressing up colonial style. But then I kind of want to hide around the corner so that I can say, hi.
I love.
As the mayor's security force jumps on you.
I know, and the sad part is, where do I hide in this hallway? I tried to hide Patrick Henry last year and it didn't really work. So I might just be bold and come right on in colonial garb and pretend like nothing's wrong.
Pretend like the time has changed and you're really. Yeah, and that meeting's at 7:00 here.
The best part is usually those proclamations are right in the front. So you hear your proclamation or someone else's, and then you leave, take your skirts and leave.
So that's one thing, and then the other thing was, I created a Google document. Kathy had already sent out an email about some historical things, so I shot it back to her and Chair McMaster's. And thank you for adding those things. I haven't had a minute to look at it deeply enough,
It's
but
probably, I really didn't know what you wanted, so there's probably like way more than you really wanted or needed.
always better.
So
More is
it's
better.
always better to cut
It
than to
is.
need something, so feel free to use it or whatever.
What I really like about this too is it allows you to take a strategic look and see, like, you know, what can we add that's a little this and a little of that. And the other thing is, don't be people with ideas. And if you're already planning on addressing that idea, you know,
So I was
Yeah.
thinking too, starting it as soon as I can, and then continue it, and if there's more content that we have, we'll just keep going through June.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't need to just stop abruptly at the end of May, just because
and amazing
exactly.
preservation.
Well, I was just trying to sync up with the sort of the themes that were already in the template to try to find something that would go with whatever the theme was for that
Yeah,
post.
it was
So-
was it like a homework assignment, trying to?
Not for her, that's the way she thinks.
Okay.
Is.
Well, thank you again for the.
So, as I said, feel free to move it, change it,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or if there's something else you'd rather have.
I would love to share it with the rest of the group now that you've heard about it, and then you can see what was written. And also add it to it if you have the time. It's just to infuse some fun into our social media.
Mhm.
And it's really Instagram and Facebook are the two channels.
Like there was one that was like it said walking tour promo, and I think that needs to come from maybe you, if there's
Yeah.
a link on the website or something to walking tours,
We do, yeah.
something like that. And there was a place where it seemed like information about the National Register Update Project with a map of the district would be a good thing to put in there.
And it tees up nicely with our county joint efforts with the story map, the digital, each of our cities picked 10 assets, historical assets in the city, and it's just a beautiful way to kind of look at it instead of just seeing it out on the map. With the points that you hover over, it's like you're scrolling down, and as each one has a little description, and there's a woman this month working on audio to pair up with the. So it's just fun way to portray the information. So
So we're lucky, actually, living in the East, and having a community that was in existence during the revolution. You know, a lot of folks are like in Montana trying to celebrate the 250th. And, you know, the guidelines for the 250th actually came out while I was still working. That's how long ago they were out. And they basically said any history is good history. So we're lucky because we have so much we can work with. And even if it isn't, you know, exactly to 1814, the 250th is saying any history is good history because it's led to us.
Yes.
So.
Is anybody crying yet?
No, but I do plan on being there Monday.
Okay.
I plan on being there ridiculously.
I cannot wait.
Dig out news.
Ridiculously.
And anyone else, please come.
Oh, I plan on doing.
Yeah.
But I won't be dressed up like you. I'll be dressed up.
Okay. Well, who knows? I might chicken out last minute.
Don't.
So. But I just thought, well, I didn't invite Patrick Henry this time, so we gotta have something ridiculous, right? Memorable. We have to have something memorable. Okay. All right, are we now done on item number 8?
Yes.
Yes. Great. Okay. So this is a fun time in the evening where I get to ask our historic commissioners and district commissioners and staff if there's anything else for the good of history in Westminster. Could be some activity you've been working on in the larger area. And I'd love to hear your comments. So Chris, do you have anything you've been working on?
I think everything's well covered here, so.
No, I'm good.
I'm excited about this, so I'll be working on that. Yeah, I'm spreading the word.
Joe, anything special?
No, ma'am.
Melissa?
Not tonight.
All right, I have something.
You were just.
I always have something.
Reading.
So we did have the Patriots marker. So now we have 250th permanent things in town so that in 10, 15 years, somebody can look around and say, well, somebody was alive and cared at that point. So that's good. But tonight I can unveil our website for the Westminster Cemetery. And I'm gonna tell you, Kathy, don't get mad at me. We haven't gotten all of the bios in yet. So some of the bios you gave me are still not in yet. And that's because I haven't gotten all the training of how to put them in. So, but I'm gonna use yours as an example, but just for you all, the Westminster Historic Cemetery got a $40,000 grant. We had to match 20,000 of, and we did. So we've got our new website.
So what is the URL?
So it's really easy for me, because I have a quick link. But all I do for other people is to look up the Westminster Cemetery, MD, because there are actually several of them. Hit the Google link, please. Westminster Cemetery, Maryland. You see, you get the Google link and hit our website.
Oh.
Right there, it'll pop with our website. And it'll come up. Okay, so and what it has on there is cemetery services. That's like the first thing people want to know is how they get in the ground with us. And then we have a cemetery plan, how the cemetery's laid out. That's one of our tabs. Then we have historic Westminster Cemetery stands on hallowed ground. Okay. And then we have additional reading because this is a history and education project. So we have additional reading laid out. We have something about us, which has our rules and regulations and how we operate, how we do lot management. But then we get down to a tab that says people interred in the Westminster Cemetery.
Pictures of.
This is Thomas Schreiber. Okay, and then lastly, there's cemetery tours. And in order to get money from tourism, I had to promise them tours. So we have a tour, Fearless and Bold, makers of McDaniel College. We have a Greek family tour, and I got permission from Antigone Ladd to use her book and whole.
Oh,
So we got to use that. I got Echoes of Valor, which is vets in the Westminster Cemetery. There's almost 500 of them. Legacy of the Civil War, which we sort out the 47 Civil War folks we have. Whispers of Freedom, which is our African American folks. And then we have Eternal Guardians, that's World War II. And then we have Westminster Chronicles, Westminster Cemetery Memorial Tour. That's the prominent people one that Mimi and Dave put together. Then we have a gallery. We're thanking our folks who financially helped us out, our donors. If you want to give us money, we have a QR code for that. Never know when you need money. How to contact us. Now, and then one of the better parts is at the bottom of almost every page is a GPS locator. And let me step you through. We're going to go back up to the Fearless and Bold McDaniel tour because that one is really well done. Let's tap into the McDaniel tour. So it has a little preamble about the tour. You know, it's got some of the folks there. And it's got even a visual history, which if you start that little link up, you get a talk from, I turned off my sound, but you get a talk from Jim Leitner. Jim Leitner did a talk, and so we've got that on YouTube, so you can see that. But then you go down and you get to see the actual people from custodian to president. And let's just tap on Fayette Buell. Let's tap on Memory of Fayette Buell. So you have a little write-up of Fayette, and then you have images, and you have links that you can look at.
It's very nice.
Yes.
Yes.
And as you go up to the top where it says location, you can hit, you can see the location there, but if you hit the record, let's see, trying to get this right. Yeah, you can see the headstone. You hit the actual record. And if you go below, you can see who's associated with that person that we know of on that headstone family. Are you following along?
Yeah, we are.
Thousands. And then if you look below who's in that same location, you can see who's there. I mean, you can see the little dot of how to get there. See, we have over 5,000 headstones, almost 6.
Really?
So these are all now GPS in. All right, so the last thing is, if you want to take yourself on a tour, go back to this Fayette Buell. No, actually go back all the way to the college tour. You go to the bottom of the college tour, there's an app to load, and it'll put on our landscape each name of everybody who is on that tour. You have to do the little snake thing. The snake thing will link all those points. But basically, you can see who's closest and walk to that. It's all self-guided. There's no way to do it wrong. You know, there's a handful of books from McDaniel, and you know, you can do 3 of them today and 12 of them next week. The beauty of digital is there's no linear thinking required. You don't have to go from tour stop 1 to tour stop 2 and 3 and 4. This is all just spread out on the landscape. Go look at what you want. And we have it for 7 tours. We were told to produce 5, we produced 7. Over a few years. That's good.
Beautiful. Well,
Yeah,
done.
really nice.
It is really nice. In fact, this is what I really wanted the city to do with the updating of the National Register. Instead of dead people, we have properties. Let's just give me that hug.
Yeah, a template now.
A template. And honestly, this is the first one of these, because you know how I like first. Like I wanted the first DAR one at Belgrade. I've got the first Patriots in Maryland. This is the first in Maryland for cemeteries. And I think this could be a first for the National Register. And the information of history into people's hands. That's my passion. So that's what I've been killing myself for. There should be a rollout soon, although not all the data's in it, but it'll take me a little time. I put in the dead from just the last 2 years. I still have a couple more years to get in. And then it should be up to the minute. You can dial up whoever you want. Oh, great. Any questions? No?
You need to do that for the Class 7 cemetery in Ireland. I think there's like over 1 million buried there.
$1 million. You liked me, Grace.
They need that.
They do.
Yeah, I can't even find my dad's said stuff.
Honestly, now that I have it, I actually have put a shortcut into my own phone so that I can bop directly to the list
Look at
of
that.
burial records. So when somebody calls me and says, I got a call 3 days ago, so-and-so Parker can't find their grandparents, but they have paperwork, and it's like, let me see. Nope, they're not in our list. Let me see the paperwork. Maybe I'll figure it out. All right, well, is there anything else?
We need election of officers.
Oh, yes. Alrighty, so let's see if we have a motion on the floor. Is there anyone who'd like to make a motion for president?
I make a motion that Chair McMaster's continues to serve as president.
Is there a second?
I second.
All right. I'm happy to do it, but is there anyone else who'd rather do it?
I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah. Oh my God, Joe.
Okay. Then
I guess we need to officially call for a vote.
I'll call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Then I approve myself. I thank you guys because this is really a team effort. Thank you guys. Feel like you're all behind me, so thank you. Okay, how about vice chair? Can I call for a motion on vice chair?
You want to?
Okay. I am happy to serve on the commission. Sure,
As vice chair?
sure.
Is-
Vice chair.
Is there a second, really quick before she changes her mind?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, it was a landslide, Chris. This is how you gotta do it with her. As quickly as possible. And then tell her it's at least an 8-year term, isn't it?
Exactly.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Just so you know, I'll be traveling a little less this year. So the threat of you having to lead a meeting is less. All right, well, if there is no other official city business, city's shaking its head, we're shaking our head, there's no public comment tonight, then I will call for adjournment.